Hey everybody, it's me. Okay, so we're back to learning XOJO here, and I guess the goal of today is we're going to create your standard insert, edit, delete box. Okay, and so as you know, I'm creating this scheduler for this improv show I perform in, and I created it on the web, and now I'm trying to recreate it in XOJO, and so. One of the big things we have is a directory with the performers, and now I'm going to create an edit box. So far I've gotten this far. You can go past episodes to see how I've created some of these, but here's the directory, people's names. If I double click it, it takes me. It goes to a an edit user window that I created, and then here's all the information. So I haven't quite figured out how to handle the role aspect of it, but we may have to make that a different thing. But what I essentially want to do is I want to be able to fill in this stuff, and then what I say, what do I want to say here. And then be able to edit, and then possibly delete. I should be able to add too. Huh? Okay, so let's get started. All right. Okay, so let's go to the controls at least, so you know where I'm coming from. Here's the directory, and I'm going to show you what happens here with this code here. But basically, when you double click a row in your directory, it's going to pop up a different window. So just so you know, first I'm going to decide what row it's going to. So here's the when you double click it, it says that the M current player ID is equal to the list index. Then it creates the string. Let's see, the SQL player, and I'm also creating a record set. So the SQL player is the SQL code, so it goes to the SQL database and says select all the data from player equal to the player ID, which is right here. And then as you can see, it creates the variables. It pops in the values of that variable. It then opens an instance of the edit window, and then it fills in that data. So that's essentially what we're going to do here. Is we're going to take all that. So basically, I need to create variables for all the information that's going to be filled in here, with the exception of the role, because that's going to be a different lesson. All right. So let's get started. Let me see. So righty. So I'm looking at this now, and I'm trying to figure out what my naming conventions were. But basically, looks like we're using P to throw out the information to player to the new window. So let's see. So we have P first name, P last name. So I could easily do that. Let me see. So W dot. So I'm going to put the first name in the first name field, and you can see edit first name field. So edit first name field dot text equals P first name, and then edit last name field dot text equals P last name. All right, so let's test it. Just make sure we're on the right track here. Tend to do this a lot. Okay. haven't quite figured out the tabbing in this thing. Okay, so there we go. There we go. So I double click it, shows the name up here, and then we're filling this out. All right, let's move on. I'm gonna basically I'm looking at here's my SQL database. Let's go to players here, just so I know what fields I'm dealing with and the field names. Okay, so you move that out of the way, and this baby, go back. All right. Okay, let's keep going. Okay, so now I need to assign the values for the other information, such as a phone. So P phone equals rs player dot field, and we'll put in the field name phone underscore contact. Okay, P email equals rs player dot field, and that is email. Then we gotta get the username and password. P username equals rs player dot field dot username, and then P password equals rs player dot field password. Okay. Let's see. All right, so we got that. All right, and then we fill out the rest. So it's w.edit. Let's just go down the list. Phone field dot text equals p phone All right, edit email field dot text equals p email. W dot edit username field dot text equals p username, and then okay, I understand why it's not. Okay, so guess what? So dim. I didn't establish my string. So dim p phone as string. Oops. Dim p email as string. Dim p username as string. Dim p password as string. There we go. So edit password field dot text equals, and then I should get the p password. There we go. Got it. All right, so let's save and run and make sure that works. Okay. So okay, so if I double click, let's double click Anna here, and there we go. So we filled out the field. Now, if we make a change, like if I want to change a phone number or email, let's do that. So now let's play around with that. So we come to the edit window, and it's this button here that we're gonna deal with. So let's double click it, and we're gonna select action. All right, and then let me pull up my little notes regarding edit. Okay, so basically here's how we edit a record. Crazy. We're basically setting up SQL code and then putting it in there and then having it done. So let's give it a shot here. All right. Okay, so so here's something important that I've learned is down here I'm just going to hold, you create a container that holds the player ID, and it'll be in the label, and I guess you can throw it, in order for it not to be seen so you don't know what the ID is, you can throw it off the thing, but we're just going to do it here. So let's get to it. So dim player ID as integer, and that equals to the value that's in the player ID label. So okay, so it's in the edit player ID label dot text. So basically what we're doing is we're converting the value of the the player ID label, this string in there, or converting it to an integer. Okay, and then we're gonna we need to create the SQL statement. So dim SQL player update as string. Okay, and then we're going to create a record set so that there's a result. So dim update as record set. Okay. Okay, so let's see. Okay, sorry, I'm just trying to trying to remember my SQL coding here. All right, so I'm going to try to do it all in one long SQL statement. Okay, so essentially what we're trying to do is we're going to say update TBL players. I'm just writing out the SQL code here. So set. Okay, so sorry, I need so we're just gonna set everything. So name first equal to. Whoops. Okay, sorry. Sorry, it's not as easy as I thought. So just closing some unneeded windows too. Save on resources. Okay. So, and then it's going to be whatever the value is. Okay. Okay, I believe we're doing commas. So name last equals to whatever the value is. I know I spelled it wrong. Okay, and then it's where player ID equals. Okay, so I should change this to edit player is equal to the is equal to player ID. Okay. Player ID. Okay, the reason I'm doing it this way is so I can just fill in the blanks here. So basically, we're going to take the first two. Basically, now I'm going to insert all the XOJO coding. So SQL player update is equal to, and then okay, and then ultimately it's going to be okay. So we're going to go up to the point where we have the first value, and it's right here. Okay. Okay, so update equals. So now we're just going to build upon this long string here. So it's SQL player update plus, and then it's whatever is in the field. So it's edit first name. I should just do this. Edit first name field dot text. Okay, and then SQL player update equals SQL player update plus, and then we're going to bring it up to, okay, so quotes, and then it's going to bring it right to there, end quote. Okay, now I think I got it here. SQL player update equals plus edit last name field dot text. All right, and then let's go player quotes. So we're getting the string here. Got that. Where you're gonna bring it right up to that point, and then we're gonna go plus. Whoops. Plus. There we go. Okay. Okay, so there we go. We just created our SQL statement, at least for the first two values, first two fields. All right, and then we're going to now run the update code. So mdb dot SQL. Okay, I'm not sure why. Okay. Okay, so this code here runs the but it looks like I may have to, I wonder if I have to create the properties. I get the feeling that's what I'm going to have to do. Huh. So do I have to recreate? Yeah, I get the feeling I might have to. All right. That's gonna suck. If I have to recreate all that, I don't want to do it. All right, let's give it a shot. All right. So he's not even calling. Where's the me.close? Oh, I don't think this is going to work. Yep. Doesn't exist. So I wonder if it's so I wonder if yeah, let's try this. Will that work? Okay, so maybe it needs to be public. So let's do this. Okay, so public. Now let's try it. There we go. Yay! Ah, that would have sucked. All right. Okay. Let's do Anna Daly here. All right. So I'm gonna change your phone number to 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Oh no, I gotta do basically I change your. So we'll go to the plural Anna Dailies. Oh, and look, I just closed the the button. Okay, so that wasn't right, but I did it. Look, there you go. All right, it worked, kind of. It's not me.close; it's the window that we gotta close. So there you go. All right, let's go back here. So it's not me.close; it's w.close. Okay. All right. So now we gotta do it all for every single variable. So basically, we're gonna fastest way to do it is just okay. Okay. So let's do username next. Edit username field. Okay. Because I'm doing it this way, I run the risk of syntax errors. But I'm willing to do it for you guys. Password. Phone. Whoops, sorry about that. Okay, got two more. So we're going to do edit phone. And then email. Okay, did that one wrong, so here we go. Email. Does that look right? Okay. Let's try it. Okay, so is it edit user window? I guess so. Okay. All right. So here, now we need to change everything. Okay. Wish me luck. Okay, so it changed everything. I still can't get this window to close. But there you go. We're back at Dirty Dailies. I wonder if yeah, there we go. Okay. So that worked. Except I can't figure out how to close that window. Wonder if let's look it up. Okay, so maybe it's just window.close. Let's try that. Annoying. Okay. Just change things up. There we go. And of course it changes that. All right, so we got that. All right, I wonder. Okay. So, all right, so we're gonna end at that. I'm gonna try to figure out the deletes and the inserts. I mean, deletes are easy. It's just you need to have an extra step in there that says, "Are you sure you want to delete this?" And does that mean I have to create a new window for it? Which may have to be, and I don't want to bore you with that part. So there you go. That's how you edit a record using XOJO.